Today, the United State of Hawaii is remembered as the tropical getaway spot for Americans. However, these islands have a history that saw these islands fully united and independent from the United States. So let's talk about an independent Hawaii and what stopped it from carrying on until 2026. The Kingdom of Hawaii was established in 1795 when. Alright, so editor here, I'm going to pronounce a lot of these names wrong. I'm cutting this in half because I'm about to say a name very, very wrong, and I know I'm going to say the rest of these names very, very wrong. I'm not Hawaiian, so I'm not being racist. I just don't know how to say these names, so forgive me. Kamehameha I conquered the islands of Oahu, Maui, Molokai, and Lanai and unified them into one government. In 1810, Hawaii was fully unified with the voluntary additions of Kauai and Niihau. During the time span of the monarchy and Kingdom of Hawaii, many problems occurred, notably in 1849 when they were invaded by France because the French demanded King Kamehameha III to allow Catholics to enjoy full rights, as they only enjoyed partial rights in the country. The French captured Honolulu Fort, spiked their coastal guns, and destroyed any other weapons they found. They raided government property and caused $100,000 in damages before retreating less than 3 weeks after landing. In the 1880s, citizens of Hawaii were getting restless with the Kalakaua dynasty. In 1887, the Constitution of the Hawaiian Kingdom was drafted by Lauren A. Thurston, Minister of the Interior under King Kalakaua. The Constitution was proclaimed by the king during a meeting with 3,000 residents, including an armed militia that demanded that the king sign it or get deposed. The Constitution made Hawaii into a constitutional monarchy, like the United Kingdom, stripping away most of the king's actual powers. This became known as the Bayonet Constitution due to the way it was passed. In 1891, King Kalakaua died and was succeeded by his sister, Queen Liliuokalani. She came to power during an economic crisis on the islands precipitated by the McKinley Tariff. This tariff eliminated the previous advantage Hawaiian exporters enjoyed in trade to the U.S. markets. Many businesses and citizens felt the lost revenue, and so the Queen proposed a lottery to bring in additional revenue. Her ministers warned against this, and these controversial policies were used against her in the upcoming constitutional crisis, which she caused because she tried to remove the 1887 Constitution and bring back the monarch's powers. She launched a campaign resulting in a petition to proclaim a new constitution. Many citizens and residents who in 1887 had forced Kalakaua to sign the Bayonet Constitution became alarmed when 3 of her cabinet members informed them that the Queen was planning to unilaterally proclaim her new constitution. Some members were reported to have feared for their safety for not supporting her plans. In 1893, local businessmen and politicians, composed of 6 non-native subjects of the Kingdom of Hawaii, 5 Americans, a German, and a Brit, formed the Committee of Safety and overthrew the government, taking over the government. Later that year, American politicians were already discussing annexation, and the Committee of Safety declared the government and claimed it to be the provisional government of Hawaii until American annexation. One American politician was sternly against annexation, President Grover Cleveland, who worked tirelessly for the restoration of Queen Liliuokalani. On the 4th of July, 1894, the Provisional Government of Hawaii decided to wait Cleveland out. But later that year, Royalists attempted a coup. 600 strong, they gathered the next year and attempted the 1895 Wilcox Rebellion. It failed. Queen Liliuokalani was put under house arrest, convicted of treason, and on the 24th of January 1895 signed a 5-page declaration where she formally gave up the throne in exchange for her jailed supporters to have a commuted sentence. The short-lived Republic of Hawaii was formally dissolved and annexed into the United States on the 7th of July 1898 through the New Lands Resolution. 2 years later, Congress created the Territory of Hawaii on the 30th of April 1900. The annexation occurred under President William McKinley, a well-known imperialist who wouldn't stop at just Hawaii. He declared war on Spain and colonized Cuba, Guam, Puerto Rico, and worst of all, the Philippines. The Philippine-American War is way too graphic to talk about in this video, so I won't, but yeah, it's bad. In 1993, to formally mark the 100th anniversary of the coup, Congress passed a resolution signed by President Bill Clinton to formally apologize for its actions in Hawaii, marking it one of the very few times America has actually apologized for their actions. This apology came 34 years after Hawaii was made an independent state in 1959. However, not all of what was the Kingdom of Hawaii was included in the state of Hawaii, with the Palmyra Atoll being left out due to some strategic reasons or something like that. Stick around for next time, where I go over how you can legally get away with murder in the state of Idaho.